You join us at Latchford Locks on the Manchester Ship Canal. And when we arrived here, we found out there'd be a delay of a couple of hours. It's a little frustrating to be held up like this, but it's actually quite interesting to watch the crane and the crew at work. Once the crane's in place, we're told to bring the narrowboat into the lock. Once there, we have a bit of a wait for the work to be finished. Finally, we're on our way again. Beyond the locks, we pass under the Latchford Viaduct. The next bridge is the Knutsford Road Swing Bridge. The last bridge in this trio is the Latchford High Level Road Bridge. As the ship canal is so wide, deep and very straight, we can travel quite a bit faster on it than we would on the average canal. We're passing the town of Warrington here. To our right is the junction with the Old Wharton Road Locks branch. As we leave the Warrington area, we pass under the Chester Road Swing Bridge. The Acton Grange Railway Viaduct is one viaduct that's still in use today. It now carries the West Coast Main Line over the canal. Reaching the Mersey Gateway Bridge means that we're finally on the outskirts of Runcorn now. To the north of us is Wigg Island, which is located between the ship canal and the river. It was an industrial site for a long time, but in 2002 a community park was opened on the site. This is the Old Quay Swing Bridge, and there is some of what's left of the infrastructure of the Old Quay docks. In recent years, some of the docks closer to the centre of Runcorn have been redeveloped into housing. This is Old Quay Lock. Before the ship canal was built, it linked the Runcorn and Latchford Canal down to the River Mersey. Silver Jubilee Bridge was opened in 1961. Just beyond the Jubilee Bridge is the Runcorn Railway Bridge. We passed the old entrance to the Runcorn Locks that once linked up to the Bridgewater Canal. We're now going to be passing the main Runcorn docks. Runcorn's prosperity as a port town really started when the Bridge Canal arrived in 1776. Locks are built from the canal down to the river to meet the ships. The docks continued to expand throughout the 19th century. When the Manchester Ship Canal was opened in 1894, it enabled large ocean-going ships to travel directly to the port of Runcorn. This is Ellesmere Lock, and at one time you could join the River Weaver navigation through the dock. This church was built for the workers of the Weaver navigation in 1841. The church was declared abandoned in 1995, and it's since been used as an office and for storage for Western Port. There's now 3 navigations running in parallel. The River Mersey is directly to the west of the ship canal, and the Weaver navigation is directly to the east. These huge sluice gates can be used to discharge water direct to the Mersey, and if you look carefully you can see the wide river below. We've now reached Weaver Mouth. Before the ship canal was built, the Weaver joined the Mersey at Western Marsh, but now it flows into the ship canal instead. If we continue straight here, we'll be on the River Weaver, and we could use Western Marsh Lock to get onto the Weaver navigation. From there we could join the rest of the connected network via the Anderton boat lift. To continue on the ship canal though, we need to bear right. There's clearly more large ships using these docks than the ones back in Runcorn and Manchester. This is the huge Stanlow turning point and lay-by. We're now approaching Ellesmere Port, and the junction where we'll be turning is just ahead. The ship canal actually continues for another mile or so to Eastham Locks, where the navigation joins the River Mersey. We moor up in this bottom basin for the night.